Okay, thank you very much for this opportunity to discuss a little bit the international cooperation approach in the European Commission program. First of all, I have to say that I'm not in the international cooperation unit, so I'm not working in international cooperation myself, and that means that I may not be aware of all the details specific to the opportunities for international cooperation. On the other hand, I have been working for several years in projects that involve some international cooperation. In particular, I was leading an initiative on 3D computing with China, so I have some knowledge about the way this works and the previous experiences in previous programs. So I will use this to give a few words about the collaboration. I think in the 7th framework program, there are basically 3 modalities for cooperation, international cooperation. One of them is a bottom-up approach. So basically, any project proposal can incorporate one or more partners from third countries, and this can be done on an ad hoc basis. And depending on where the partners come from, they may get Commission funding or not. So normally, Korea, Japan, US cannot get Commission funding. However, partners from developing countries normally can get Commission funding. And this is a way for collaboration that has happened in the past and in the past. And this is a more bottom-up approach where the impact normally is limited to those participating in the consortium. So the European partners and also the third country partners. Then there is a second way to implement international cooperation, that is through references in the normal text of the work program. That means that, for example, in the next course, it seems that there might be some opportunities for support actions involving some international cooperation, and this will be mentioned in the work program itself. So in the case of future networks, there might be an indication of support actions in collaboration with other countries, in the case of software and services, and in some other cases within Challenge 1. So this this is a call for proposals that need this kind of collaboration. And then this is, in the case of the support actions, these are the type of activities are limited to the type of activities of support actions. So that means organization of workshops, websites, some kind of analysis or meetings or whatever. So this kind of activities. So this is a second way to implement international cooperation. Within FP7, there is a third way that is a specific international cooperation course. There is this possibility. I don't know if there has been anyone up to now. Okay, and that means that there could be a call, but then this is more for research itself. So this is more from a program perspective to say now we want to launch whatever international collaboration on photonics with Brazil. And then you initiate a program that where partners from Europe and from Brazil will participate. And this is, according to the rules, this is possible, and then there are some conditions for participation, etc., according to these rules. But I'm not aware, at least this has not been generic, and I'm not aware of any specific case, even though there might have been 1 or 2 cases, but it may also be the case that there were no cases up to now. Now, a little bit about the challenge. From my personal experience, the challenge in international cooperation comes on how to build a program approach, okay, from the interest of individual people. You have some cases, you have a professor who has a student who went back to their country, or they have companies that have particular business relationship with another company in a third country, and they have a specific interest by themselves, research interest, business interest. And then, well, that's very nice. And if it fits with the interest of the consortium, and this can be an ad hoc collaboration within a project that gives value in terms of research, in terms of exploitation, that's very good. But of course, the limit of the impact remains there. The challenge is how to build wider impact and more at the program level. And This, obviously, a first step has been organizing projects, support actions that bring links, etc., between organizers' workshops, makes links between the European and the third country. But then the next challenge is, well, what happens next? And I guess in your project, then this will be something that you will have to discuss, how to move from the initial building of links in order to establish a more in-depth and longer-term collaborations. And this has been a real challenge within in general, most of the initiatives for international cooperation that we have in the past. Another reflection about this is about academic versus industry. Up to now, at least from my experience, academic relations collaboration has normally been easier, probably because there are no IPRs, people in academia are more willing to collaborate, and then, at least from the experience I had, the academic collaboration, it was, I mean, obviously they always have challenges, but it was easier to implement, while the industrial collaboration normally takes longer, is more challenging. Because I don't know if this is specifically the case, but I think it's relatively general. And then the third challenge I find is to build a long-term perspective to the collaboration, how to move from the moment when there is a little bit of funding which allows people moving around and to build relationships, how to make sure that when this funding is over, there is enough links and enough relationships that ensure then a continuation of the activities and a further continuation of them. So these are just a few reflections that based on my own personal experience. So this, I'm not an expert in international cooperation, just based on what I saw, I just wanted to share with you a few thoughts, and then well, maybe during the meeting today we can discuss if this works. Thank you very much.